Yes. Who we got here? It's your boy, the Triple B. You understand me? Yeah, so obviously everybody looking forward to the Usyk Gay fight the weekend, man. Now the undercard is not that exciting. It's got Ben Whitaker on it, who's a big mount, and hopefully we'll get ironed out at some stage. They're not, unfortunately, this weekend. There's Ramla Ali, who's, she's been used as a pawn to push women's boxing. I'm not into brown women. Everybody know that, although I've done some oil drilling in my past. Yeah, she's quite pretty. Shush, Tyson. Anyway, it's my dog, sorry. But the most interesting fight on undercard is Zhilei or Zhang. And they often swap the names around. V's Filip Hrgovic from Croatia. Now, you got to say, right? How could you not be interested in a Chinese heavyweight who's 6'6"? I don't know what he weighs, like 250 pounds. Now, the Triple B quite likes Chinese food. I used to go to Chinatown in Soho many times and eat Chinese food there. People say it's Cantonese garbage. I don't know, MSG. I like it, man. I like that thing. Crispy chili beef, chicken chow mein, prawn chow mein. I like that. Yeah, but so I've been in Chinatown many times. I've never seen a Chinese guy, above 5'9", let alone 6'6" and 250 pounds. It's nuts, man. Who couldn't be interested and have love for, a huge Chinese heavyweight? Now, obviously, China's got 1.5 billion people in it, so there's going to be some big guys, yeah? I don't know if you remember, if you're interested in basketball and the NBA, but there's a guy called Yao Ming, 7'6". 7'6", Yao Ming. He was the tallest basketball player in the NBA at the time. And Yao Ming's Chinese. So, obviously, you do get some big ones. And, this is an underrated fight. Now, he's fighting Filip Hrgovic. Yeah. Filip Hrgovic, he looks like a Cro-Magnon male, alpha male type. He's almost has too much testosterone. He's too masculine, no homo. So he's not good looking, but he's just a lump, right? He's big. He's got a square jaw. And back in the day when they were cavemen, if Filip Hrgovic was the top dog, he'd be the top dog in your cave arena. And he'd be getting all the pum-pum, man. He'd be smashing it, grab it when he wants. Doggy style, probably, right? None of the other cavemen, Croatian cavemen would complain, man. He's too big, he'd bully them. He's like the school Chad. He'd slap them about. He'd be the governor, though. He'd be good in a fight, though. So you got to respect him, man. So Zhilei Zhang, Big Bang Zhang, can punch. Yeah, he's got a huge head. It's almost like a Nikolai Valoev, right? And when you see a guy with a big head, it means he can take a punch. Jake LaMotta, Oliver McCall, all these people, they can take a punch, got a huge head. And Zhilei Zhang has that big head. And he's got a very good amateur record. He's fought the top guys, He's fought the top guys. He beat Ivan Ditchko, Andy Ruiz, Glazkov, Joseph Parker, Islam Timorsiev. He's lost as well, though, to Kuzmin, to Ditchko, to Camarelli. But, they're very experienced amateurs, these guys. He fought at the top level for years. And same thing with Hrgovic, man. He has a really super amateur resume. He even stopped the two top Cubans. Stopped them. Right? So what we got is a very interesting fight. Now, the bookies, as I said, have got Zhang 7-1 outsider, which is long, man. Hrgovic is a weird one. Sometimes I look at him and thinking he's no good. And then other times I look at him and he's like a kind of Vitaly Klitschko character. Strong, solid, accurate, lands punches. But you shouldn't count out Zhang. He's like 39, admittedly. I think Hrgovic is 30. But you know what? He can punch. He can punch, you know. And he's probably got that Chinese determination, that Chinese kind of, focus. And they're very focused people, aren't they? And so I wouldn't put it past the possibility that Zhang could win. I don't think he will. I think Hrgovic will be too young, right? But I think there's a possibility of a very good fight. But 7-1, to me, is too long. Too long for Zhang, Big Bang, Zhilei. And it's really the pick of the undercard fights. Nothing else is of any interest. Nothing else, right? Nothing else is of any interest. Hrgovic, I believe, got robbed as well. He's Tony Yoka in the 2016 Rio Olympics. Yeah, and Joe Joyce also got robbed by Yoka because they wanted a story because Yoka's girl was called Estelle Mosley, and she wanted gold as well. And they wanted, we want that story. It's gonna be so good. We got like a man and his partner. Yeah, I hate that word partner, but a man and his girlfriend, his partner, both winning the gold. Oh, that's great. Amateur boxing is obviously not meant to have any money in it. What it does, right? But it's still crooked. So you imagine how crooked boxing is in the professional level when you've got hundreds of millions. But I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm genuinely excited. Huh? And the Chippy is kind of quite cynical these days, because there's so much rubbish served up. But I think this is a nice undercard fight. I believe Hrgovic will win. Can he stop the Big Bang, Zhilei? I don't know, man. Zhang's head is so big. It's so big. He hasn't been stopped before in the amateurs or anything. Yeah, he had trouble with the guy called Jerry Forrest. Jerry Forrest, not a bad boxer. Pulev beat him, but Jerry Forrest, there was a draw, but the Big Bang had some kidney problems, some energy problems, and this obviously made a big difference to his performance. However, that doesn't mean that there isn't a weakness there, and it could happen again, But yeah, I think Hrgovic is going to beat Zhang on points or late stoppage. I'm looking forward to the fight. Obviously, until you've seen the weigh-in, especially with the heavyweights, you can't make a good prediction, right? But I do think the odds of 7-1 are too long. That doesn't. I might put a 10 on Big Bang. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've got this feeling in my gut. Sometimes you get a feeling in your gut that he won't win, that he's too whack. Having said that, like the idea of having a Chinese heavyweight, there's 1.5 billion Chinese people, and I like their food. I like the food as well. There's 1.5 billion Chinese people, right, who would be, buzzed at Zhang Zhilei fighting for the heavyweight title. Whoever the winner of the heavyweight titles. Maybe a fight for the vacant one, for the WBC vacant title. But, I think it's a very underrated fight. A very underrated fight. I look forward to it. So, peace in the Middle East.